Hey everyone, it is Friday. Yay! I love, love, love Fridays. It means that the week is almost over and I get to enjoy my weekend. I know not everybody has that kind of schedule, but for me, it means a lot to have time to recharge for myself. And that's something that we'll be discussing next week in my webinar. So if you haven't signed up yet, please sign up for letting go of past beliefs, some of which is around working hard and what that looks like. And I wanted to talk to you today about celebrating what hasn't materialized yet. I find this really, really critical. I talk about this in terms of mindset a fair amount, and actors often talk about this as well. So I've seen this video where a number of actors talk about their mindset practices, and what they talk about is visualizing and feeling into what it would be like to experience the success that they're looking for. So whatever that looks like, it can be in the form of a check, it can be in the form of a major role in a major movie or a TV show or whatever. It doesn't really matter what that looks like exactly, but celebrating what hasn't materialized yet is one of the most powerful ways to move forward in your life. And it's part of why I do what I do in my practice, in my mindset practice, because it feels good to celebrate, right? And we don't do it enough as people in our individual lives. So like celebration can look like anything, and anything that you so choose that feels fun and exciting to you. And I notice that people kind of say, well, I gotta work hard first and then I'll earn it, right? But that's not really what this is about. Like, that's not really how you celebrate. You celebrate the things that are positive and exciting to you. And if you think that your everyday life is not positive and exciting, then you get to look again at your life and think about that. I wake up every single morning and do my mindset practice, and it sets me in a mood where I feel celebratory. I feel joyful. And I'm experiencing joy and celebration because I am expecting that into the future I will get to actually celebrate the thing materialize that I've envisioned for my goals. And at the moment, I can experience that celebration and know how juicy it's going to be once I get there, right? So it's kind of creating that expectation in a way that it shows up no matter what. And like, this is I've talked about this before, but there's like this radar screen that we know what we see on the radar screen, which is like in a 3-mile radius, let's say. And we get excited when an interview comes in. We get excited when a promotion happens. We get excited when we get a new client. We're excited when, we get a job offer, so on and so forth. So there's so many ways that we celebrate when it has actually materialized, right? That's when it's within that 3-mile radius window that we see. It's kind of like the same, think of it as like in an airplane, or like the NASA videos where you see that radar screen popping up and you see that they're seeing things moving in and out of the screen. But there's so much more outside of that 3-mile radius. And the day before you receive a job offer with the job that you really want, you're not seeing it on your radar screen, right? Maybe it's on, like, it's starting to get to the periphery because you've had several interviews, but you haven't seen it on your radar screen yet because it hasn't popped up in the way that you expect it to. Why not let go of that and think about 100-mile radius rather than the 3-mile radius that you can actually see, and celebrate that all those things are coming into your life. It is just a matter of time. And you get to trust that and believe in that and celebrate it today. Celebrate it with a little dance party, like, woo, yeah, yeah, it's getting exciting over here. Like get excited, get a little, joy, like get joyful, get like crazy. Like my friend loves to say, unreasonably happy. Unreasonably happy, because that is really what we want in our lives, right? It's not really about the promotion. It's not really about a raise. It's not really about our careers. Though our careers are an important aspect for us in our fulfillment. It's about feeling joyful every single day. That's really what we as humans want, right? So why not start with celebrating today what you know is coming into your future, because it's so much, like, you can't have a miserable journey that ends in a happy outcome. It just doesn't happen that way. Like, I know this because it's happened to me, where I have experienced tons of misery in my journey, say through college. And when I get to the final outcome, I actually started to realize on graduation day, the day that I thought I would be happy about all the misery and the sacrifice I put in, I wasn't happy, because I realized, wow, I just wasted 4 years being unhappy for a moment of happiness. And now I realize I can choose to be happy every single day. I can choose to work hard and be happy every single day. And wouldn't that lead to such a happier outcome? I could only imagine how amazing it would feel on graduation day if I chose every single day of college to be 100% unreasonably happy. Not knowing what was coming next, not understanding exactly how it's going to show up, but just trusting that that 100-mile radius has so much more than the 3-mile radius that I can see in that screen. And it's so powerful to see it from that perspective. It's so exciting to see it from that perspective, knowing so many amazing things are coming your way. You just have no idea what they are. And just trusting in that and understanding that celebrating what hasn't materialized can be one of the most powerful things you can do in feeling not just like things are happening for you, but that you are actually joyful every single day, that you feel fulfilled every single day, that you're progressing forward. You don't need evidence directly in your space. And like, for instance, there's the day before you receive a job interview call, right? Somebody calls you and says, hey, we'd like to have you for an interview. Why not be happy the day before? Why not choose to say, I know a job interview is going to be coming any day now? And you don't know what job interview it'll be. You don't know what job posting it was for, but you know that it's happening, right? You know that it's coming. Isn't that a much more exciting way to live your life? Isn't it a much more exciting thing to like be dancing around excited that like something's about to happen and you just don't know what it is? That feels so much better in a day-to-day context than being like, well, I don't know, and it's uncertain, and therefore I'm fearful and I'm scared. And like those emotions are just not, they're not helpful to what you want to have in your life and what you want in your career, right? So why not choose instead to, to say to yourself, well, let's focus on being joyful every day for the things that are coming into my future and for the things that I already have. And see how powerful that is, because that's exactly what actors do. That's what actors do before they've ever made their big break. They know that that big thing is coming. They have no idea how, but they trust in it and they celebrate it every single day. That's what I've been seeing in video after video from mindset work that they have done. And it's so powerful to think in that way. So why not think about it that way in your own life? Why not start focusing on that now? Because that's exactly what's going to help you create the career that you want, create the 6-figure salary that you want, create the life that you want. So I'd love to hear how you are celebrating today, what you want to do today, what you are believing in today. What are you expecting and excited for into your future? Because that's what we get to celebrate today. And I'm going to be talking about more stuff like this in my webinar next Friday. So sign up. There's several links in my page that you can see. And it's it's going to be a great webinar where we talk about all sorts of things to let go of, including this level of uncertainty, this feeling of, I got to be scared today because I don't really know what my future is going to look like. Letting go of things like that is going to change the way you view your career and your job search and your transition. So I love you all. Have a happy Friday. Tell me how you're going to be celebrating it today. Tell me what you're going to be celebrating today. I'd love to hear it. Let's create a buzz for you that starts in this group and that holds you to that buzz every single day. I love you guys. Bye.